Hi guys, it's Dara. I'm here to show you today how to remove your nails properly. If you remove them properly, there will be no damage. There are two methods that I use. The first method is using Jamberry cuticle oil. So all I do is I break the seal on my nail, and you can do that either by just using your thumbnail to kind of pull it back. You can use something sharp. This is a flosser stick, which I'm going to be using in the next method. You can use that to kind of just break the seal. You don't want to pull it back too far because you don't want to damage it, but enough that some oil can get underneath there. So once you have broke the seal on your nail, you're going to take cuticle oil and you are going to take a drop and put it underneath there, kind of slide it all underneath there. And you want to rub that cuticle oil. And what will happen, if you can see, is your wrap will start coming off. Once you get to a point that it kind of is tugging, you don't want to force it. You want to add a little bit more cuticle oil. You can keep rubbing, or you can use your cuticle pusher to kind of push that oil underneath there and see how it's kind of sliding off. Once again, if you get to a point where it's tugging, you want to add just another little drip of cuticle oil. Keep rubbing or keep using your cuticle pusher until it comes off. A lot of times mine get really stuck at the end, so that's kind of where I add a lot of cuticle oil because I don't want to do any damage to the end of my nail. And usually just rubbing that baby off, just like that. So that's one method, using cuticle oil. That also helps your cuticles to freshen them up, make them look good. So the second method is using oil. I use coconut oil. It smells really good. You can use olive oil, vegetable oil, any type of oil that you have around. But I use cuticle oil, and I warm it up in the microwave for about 30 seconds or so. Do the same thing of breaking a seal on a nail. So you can use your other nail, or you can use something sharp like the back of this flosser stick just to get a little lift. There we go. And then I take and I stick my finger in the oil, the warm oil, for just a minute or so it kind of starts to soak in. And then what I do, you can rub it off with your fingers. And the same type of thing, that if you get any resistance, put some more oil on there. But I like to use this flosser stick. So once I've let it soak for a minute or so, I kind of take my flosser stick underneath where I've lifted and just kind of start rubbing. And I actually kind of just do mine under submerged, I guess, woo, and get oil everywhere. Submerged in the oil and kind of just back and forth. And this way the warmth of the oil is kind of under there. If you can see, it's starting to come up. Like I said, you can do it with your finger, do however you want to do it. But I'm just going to go back and forth until it comes off. Once again, my ends are kind of where they kind of really stick. So back and forth. And there you go. So that's two ways that you can use to remove your jams. So thanks so much for listening. If you have any questions, you can email me at dkasicki, or if you'd like to browse or shop, you can go to my website at darrah.jamberrynails.net. Thanks.